I'd like to add, as a point of personal privilege as well, I spent almost 2 hours with Jimmy Love. I spent 3 hours at the North Carolina School of Government and also with the North Carolina School Board Association. That being said, they just reinforce the value, which I think we should all on the board go back and review the ethics policy every year, because when you look at that, you understand that the children and the people in this community are who we answer to. When a teacher calls me or when a parent calls me and says, you guys are not even following your own policies, but yet my kid's been expelled, and this happens and that occurs. I gave the list to Jimmy Love, and I'm sure y'all can read the same policies as well. We were in violation of at least 6 or 7 policies. You're going to say we're not. In that case, then the interpretation is wrong, because I know I listened to your arguments before. With that being said, we have a duty that we are supposed to present with equality, transparency, accountability to our community. When we don't listen to our community, you know what we get? We get charter schools. When we don't listen to our community, you know what we get? We get lawsuits. These are the things that concern me. If people will go out of their way, which I think is wonderful that they feel like they can talk to me, but when this is said, when we brought this before us at a closed session, at a meeting, by policy, our own policy, it's supposed to be the amended contract was supposed to be handed to us in a duly timely manner. When you consider a superintendent makes what, $20,000, $30,000 a month average, because you have a salary, you have health, you have et cetera. All the stuff is public knowledge. So when a teacher comes up or when a parent comes up and asks a question, it's our responsibility as a board to be able to answer that. Did we discuss this? No. Did we make any type of qualifications or make any performance measures for our superintendent? The answer is no. Do we hold the teachers accountable? It's yes.
Ms. Womack,
Yes.
I let you talk, but we have to correct some erroneous belief. We don't have a superintendent here that makes $30,000 a month.
So can you tell us exactly how much he makes a month?
That's not.
Since you said it's public knowledge, so tell me, sir, you know, with all due respect, can you tell me exactly? And I have the contract right here. The public would like to know. You know what his contract is: health, dental, medical, and that's not even the issue. But you're saying that's not what he makes. How many charitable organizations or how many various organizations, to include the Chamber of Commerce, is he a member of, and how much do you pay? I suspect that you cannot answer that question. How much was spent in the last year for health benefits? How much have you attributed to the retirement? But none of those are the issues.
Womack,
The issues is we should have been able to go over that before we approved
What
it.
you are discussing right now
I'm
is
done.
you are out of order. What you're discussing right now is out of the parameters of our discussion. Okay?
Our discussion is the
So-
renewal of the superintendent's contract. We should have went over it in detail.
What she said, I was able to correct that, and if anybody goes back to see what I said during the last meeting, there is transparency on this board. Nobody is trying to do anything, and one of the violations that was there in what Ms. Bowen read on that day, she was insulting one of the board members of sweet talking and all of that thing. Those are ethical violation of the board. If you are insulting your fellow board members, we say we're not going to insult anyone. We're not going to be insulting each other. We have the documents, but that's not what we have right now. I think we need to move forward as a board and saying that somebody is in violation. Number one, when we took the action, we have done the evaluation of the superintendent for 3 months, 2 months earlier. We did the evaluation. What's next? The next is his contract. His contract was in his final year, and we have to do something about it. And you are saying that we didn't tell individual board members. That's That's not transparency. If we're calling everybody and say, are you going to be on? We discuss it. Somebody make a motion. We have the superintendent a contract on that day. You say you want it to be on the board agenda. Excuse me. Every principal, we don't put every administrator, we don't put their...
Mark, this is our superintendent. The most significant job that we have as board members is to hire the superintendent and enforce policy. I respectfully disagree.
It's under personnel.
Point of personal privilege, if you will.
You
Mr.
have had one.
Akinosha.
I don't know if somebody else wants to talk. You have one. Somebody else? Anybody on the...